Hey everyone, it's Monday, so exciting start to a new week because today my baby turns 2 and it is just crazy. She is a full-fledged 2-year-old, all the things, and 2 years ago she was 3 pounds, 11 ounces and just struggling, and so now it's so great to see her so big and so healthy. And so this morning it's like 8:30, they're eating breakfast right now. I eat super early when I get up, and so I thought I'd come in and talk to you guys before we do surprises. And she's got balloons on her chair, there's a banner, there's all the things, and so it's going to be a fun day. We're going to give her surprises, play outside with them a little bit, try to sneak in a little bit of school, and go to the chiropractor. So, and our chiropractor sent her a gift, which is just the sweetest thing ever. She's like the best. So if you're in the Kansas City area and need a chiropractor, send me a message and I will send you her info. But last night I finished Ricky Baptista, Llamas, Iguanas, and My Very Best Friend. So last time I checked on my Patreon, this was tied and the poll wasn't over, but I had time to read. So I was just guessing, and this one ended up winning by 1 vote. So thank goodness. But I read this one, and this is really cute. This is about a girl named Ricky Baptista that overhears a conversation that her best friend is moving. And so she is really upset by that, and she really wants a pet. But her parents are like, no, pets cost money, you need to be responsible, all these kind of things, and reasons why. And so she seeks to prove, she wants to earn the money, one, and then prove to her parents that she's responsible enough to handle it. So she's deciding what animal does she want, a llama, iguana, all that kind of stuff. And she does a bunch of different things to earn money. But one of which is entering a poetry contest, because that is for $50, which is a big deal. Otherwise, it's like cleaning up dog poop and stuff. And so it's really small things. And so she is really shy and really nervous about it. And she has an older cousin that she doesn't really like, but they kind of forge a new friendship in this, and I liked that. And she writes in her prayer journal, and this is not, I wouldn't say this is like a Christian fiction book, but I love that element because it's very realistic. However, she's a very realistic kid in that she has flaws, she has some selfishness, she has just a little bit of this and that. She's not a bratty kid, I would say, and I really like that element. So I love this. There's only 2 in the series right now, but I requested the second and will happily pass this on to my daughter. So then the other thing that I am reading on audio is this one, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. So I'm reading this for another project, which you guys will see soon. So I probably shouldn't say that much about it, but the beginning jumps around a lot. So the premise is there's these two twins who grow up in this town where you are supposed to, the people with darker skin are supposed to marry people with lighter skin to basically make a bunch of light-skinned people. So one sister decides to do that and try to become as white as possible, and the other one decides to marry or have babies and stuff with a very, very dark man and have the darkest babies possible. And so now it's following mainly one sister right now in what the sister who chose to have darker skinned babies and what is kind of going on with her life. And so the beginning of this jumps around a little bit as far as timelines, which sister we're talking about, all that kind of stuff. And I started it last night when I was getting ready for bed, or no, I started it yesterday, around nap time, but at the very end. And then I tried to restart it at bedtime, and I feel like my brain was always too tired or something. And so I started it again this morning. And normally if I have to start a book that many times, it's frustrating and I end up not liking it. However, and you guys know, if I get the ick in the first little bit of a book, I'm out. But this one, I wouldn't say gave me the ick. I am starting to get more into it. I'm maybe 10 or 15% of the way through. I'm not very far. So, so far so good. So, like I said, today we're going to open surprises, play with them, go to the chiropractor, try to sneak in a little school. No huge plans, just kind of have a 2-year-old kind of day. So that's the plan. I will keep you updated as the day goes on. Hey everyone, it's about 4 million degrees outside, but we are all cold because I don't know why. I always get cold when I'm eating, and I don't know why, and it seems like my kids do too. So we're outside warming up for just a second before we go lay down. We went to the chiropractor, and we live a mile from our chiropractor, maybe, and so we always walk. And today I think I was a really bad call because my hip issue is is intense. And so, like she said, she thinks it is some pretty severe sciatica mixed with like the fact that the baby is posterior, and so it is pinching additional nerves, and my sacrum is off, really out of whack. And so overall, just movement really hurts. Sitting down and getting up, like really the only position that feels comfortable is laying down, which is really impractical when you have 3 little kids. So really struggling with that. She said spend as much time laying on heat as you can, and so because I've been trying ice, but she said heat is probably more effective. So I did a little bit of that, and that did feel good. So I think now we're going to go to quiet time, and I'm going to put a heating pad under me and just read. So haven't done any reading today. Mixed results on the chiropractor. Like, she was like, I will adjust you and help give you as much space as possible, but we need the baby to turn or else it's not going to get better. And even if it just, the baby moves like to a different spot, but just the way it's laying right now is just really hurting. So the joys of motherhood. And yeah, anyway, so I did language arts and math with my daughter and my oldest, and yeah, so we got school done enough for today. Definitely having it kind of a day of grace between the birthday and the pain and all that kind of stuff. We're just kind of hanging out, and right now my house is a disaster, just from 2-year-old birthday stuff. But I'm gonna try, like, because it hurts too bad to like pick everything up, and so I'm really trying not to be grouchy about the fact that my house is a mess. But I'm gonna try to just let it go for today, hope that we can get this a little under control, and tomorrow will be a better day as far as movement goes. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go. I'm waiting on my Patreon to tell me what physical read, but I'm gonna listen to more of the Vanishing Half, and we're gonna see how that goes, maybe during nap. We'll see. I did a lot last night, like as far as computer work and all that kind of stuff. So like I don't have that much to do, which is really, really great. So yeah, nothing but reading. Then the Royals are playing right now, and we're not going to watch because then nobody's going to want to go take quiet time. So this evening is just going to be low key. It's just going to be our family, since we already did the party and stuff. I made a cake this morning, or last night. Yesterday? Yes, I made a cake yesterday, baked it last night, and so now it's ready to frost and all that, so we'll do that tonight, and everybody's excited about it. And other than that, it's going to be pretty low-key. So that is the plan for the day. It is so hot that like I thought about having friends over this afternoon, but first of all, like half of our friends lately are either having babies or something, and so our neighborhood friends, they just had their baby August 23rd, and so now I'm the last one standing, I think, as far as pregnant people. I think I think that's it. So yeah, we've all got new babies and stuff, and play dates are kind of hard right now, but that's okay. So it's so hot anyway. I'm excited to just be inside, make it a kind of lazy afternoon, and let the kids play with all the new stuff. I said stuff, not junk, because I'm trying to get my mood in the right spot. So anyway, really grateful for the day, and really just like in my feels kind of too about the day, just because it was such a scary day a couple years ago when she was born. So really glad, really grateful. All the feelings are going on today. So I'm going to go in, put them down for a nap, and we'll check in later. Hey everyone, so quiet time was great. Everybody kind of napped, kind of not. And we read a few chapters of Timothy of the 10th Floor or whatever, but I will tell you guys more about that later because that's not a Deck TV Marathon read. So I listened to a little bit more of this, so I'm about halfway through, and I am not loving this. Now, so Becca loves this, and some of my patrons, they said they read it for a book club and hated it. So I have like two very opposing views, both from people I trust. So I'm not sure. So far, it could go either way for me. It's definitely not going to be a 5-star, but it is hold on, sorry, we got a loud crew coming. Just a second. Okay, so it's, like I said, following these sisters and the different paths they took, but it's also, like, this is very much a character study, because now we're, like, venturing to the sister's daughter and the sister's daughter's boyfriend, who is trans. So there's some trans rep in here. This is not all racial issues. There's trans issues. There's a lot of things going on. So I could see this being a book that is like a big statement piece and a big character study. And while some people love that, I don't really. So I'm not super excited about picking it up. Truthfully, I mean, I'm going to finish it, but I'm not super excited about picking it up. It's kind of just okay for me. But because it's a style and a type of book that is just not my favorite. So yeah, that is that. Now, I'm just feeling really rough. I've got all the hip, sciatica, whatever, heartburn, just all the things. And so, thankfully, like I said, last night me really did me a solid, because I made the cake is made. I just need to frost it, for tonight. And then, like, everything urgent is done. And so that feels really good. So I think I'm going to read and order some pictures and make a grocery order for tomorrow and do that kind of stuff, and just kind of be lazy and chill the rest of the evening. So I will probably put a video of her little cake. It's not, we love this like peanut butter banana cake that I make that has a little bit of coconut in it, and it's like almost like banana bread more so than cake, but it's really good and the kids really like it, and it's slightly healthier, so win on all sides. So yeah, I will take a little video, and that'll be that for the night. So we'll see you tomorrow. Only a couple more days of vlogging. I feel like this has been a lot of work, but also a lot of fun, and it's like gonna be weird not to talk to you guys every day, but we'll see you tomorrow. We still have a handful of days, so we'll see you tomorrow.